Hi, my name is Joe Jackson. I'm a managing partner at Pink Bar and Lounge and a personal fitness trainer at Peak Climb and Hit Studio. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think about mental health is problems that I have faced myself with mental health. And most of those problems have always been with self-destruction. And self-destruction for me has always been emphasizing myself as being a victim. When I was 17, I left my home in La Ronge, Saskatchewan, and I found myself completely 100% independent. I didn't have parents to tell me what to do. I found my freedom. And so freedom for me kind of looked like I can do whatever I want, I can eat whatever I want, and I can drink whatever I want. And for myself, what that looked like was I didn't eat at all, and I drank all the time. In an effort to try to lose as much weight as I could, I tried to starve myself for as long as I could. And what helped that along was what I found, cocaine and alcohol. But I didn't know that, the desire to be thin and liked and pretty and fabulous and everything was the most self-destructive aspect of myself. And so that kind of spiraled into an eating disorder that I've had for 17 odd years. And I still think every now and again, like it kind of creeps up out of the shadows. And I find myself eating a croissant or something like that. And, something at the back of my head kind of says, you shouldn't be eating that. That has about 300 calories. And it's just like, shh, 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 shh. Calm down, Joe. You can eat whatever you want. It's fine. This constant nattering of you're not good enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not built enough, is what we just spew to all of our friends and people that we are supposed to love. And if you don't have that image, and if you don't look that way, then you don't fit in, and everyone is going to talk about you behind your back. I would stand on a scale after days and days of eating absolutely nothing but soup, and the numbers wouldn't match up with what I felt I looked like. So 17 years of this, 17 years of counting calories. I mean, you asked me how many calories are in a piece of toast, I could tell you. There's 111. If you ask me how many calories are in a shot of vodka, I can tell you there's 70. And you add these up, and it would always be, okay, if I burn more calories than I consume, then logically I'm gonna lose more weight. But I mean, the body doesn't really work like that. So you find yourself on this roller coaster of fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, and it's hell. No matter how bad things got, I always felt good because I was skinny. I was very lucky that I had found the right people that I needed to find in coming out of it, and putting myself back together really looked like taking help when I didn't want help and listening to people when I didn't really want to listen to them. And then the other part of that too was also, Joe, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask people for advice. It's okay to just be vulnerable. It's okay to just let people in. You don't have to be the lone wolf, this whole process is easier when you have people propping you up and helping you along. I can remember the first time that I told someone my dark secret, which was I'm an anorexic. I'm a male anorexic, and it's like it just flew out of my mouth. And no sooner that I had spoken the words I'm an anorexic, then it kind of from there on out, it just became easier to eat something. And I'd look at something like a I don't know, a chicken dinner or something like that, and I'd kind of hear myself say that, I'm an anorexic, but I'm gonna eat this fucking piece of chicken. I'm gonna eat this whole thing, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Once it came out, it was just easier and easier to say, and I would just be telling strangers hey, I'm Joe, I'm an anorexic. Hey, nice to meet you, I'm an alcoholic. Hi. It just became easier to just be an open book and being that vulnerable to, like, you know, whoever, and it's like, I don't care if you know I'm an anorexic, I don't care if you know I'm an alcoholic anymore. They're not secrets to me because they're not, it doesn't shame me anymore. I'm not bothered by problems with self-image that I used to have anymore. Yeah.